today I am going to talk to you about Sri Lanka, which is a paradise for tourists. For centuries, there have been tourists who have been visiting the country and exploring its resources. Sri Lanka is an island surrounded by sea, the Indian Ocean, and it's a perfect destination for a beach holiday because it's an island. When the seas are rough on one side of the island, water is calm on the other side. Therefore, Sri Lanka is an year-round beach destination for any tourist from any part of the world. Then, Sri Lanka has an advantage as a tourism destination. It is threefold. First, it's an authentic tourism destination. Secondly, it's a compact island of 65,610 square kilometers. Therefore, a tourist can travel the length and breadth of the country within a few days. Thirdly, diversity of tourism is unparalleled. According to the famous explorer Marco Polo of 12th century, Sri Lanka is the finest island in the whole world. For centuries, Sri Lanka had been a great tourism destination, particularly for European travelers. And in 2010, tourism authorities positioned Sri Lanka around 8 different areas: scenic beauty, beaches, heritage, wildlife, mind and body wellness, festivals, sports and adventure, and essence. What do we mean by essence? That is, Sri Lanka has something unique to the country, something unique to the Asian region, that is the Sri Lanka's people or other Sri Lankans. Art and culture, tea, spices, as well as gems. Sri Lanka is also known as Pearl of the Indian Ocean. And tourism is one of the main industries in Sri Lanka. Major tourist attractions are focused around the island's famous beaches located in the south and the east. There are also ancient heritage sites, lush green resorts, which are located in the mountainous regions of the country, rich cultural heritages, as well as wildlife parks. First, we'll look into the rich heritage of the country. Sri Lanka has a recorded history of more than 2,500 years and has a rich cultural and historic heritage. There are 8 World Heritage Sites within the country: Hill Capital Kandy, Sacred City of Anuradhapura, Dutch Port of Galle, Ancient City of Polonnaruwa, Rock Fortress of Sigiriya, Golden Rock Temple of Dambulla, then beautiful Horton Plains, which is also a part of World's End, and Singaraja Forest. There are hundreds of heritage sites in Sri Lanka, and many of these sites are visited and sometimes frequently visited by tourists all over the world. As I mentioned earlier, UNESCO has named 8 World Heritage Sites in Sri Lanka: Sacred City of Kandy, Ancient City of Sigiriya, Polonnaruwa, Golden Temple of Dambulla, Galle and its fortifications, Sacred City of Anuradhapura, Singaraja Forest Reserve, and Central Highlands of Sri Lanka. Of all these World Heritage Sites, Kandy takes a very prominent place. It's one of the most scenic cities in Sri Lanka as well as in the world. It is also a cultural and religious city. It is also the capital of the central province as well as it is known as the hill capital of Sri Lanka. It encompasses Kandy, Matale and Nuwara districts, and it is also the home of the temple of the sacred tooth relic of Sri Danda Maligava, which is one of the most venerable places for Sri Lankans and foreigners. And a lot of tourists from all over the world visit Danda Maligava, or rather the temple of the sacred tooth relic. was declared as a World Heritage Site by the UNESCO in 1988. Anuradhapura. This was Sri Lanka's first capital, founded during the 4th century BC. There are religious places including Ruwanalisai, Jethavanarame, Abhayagiri, Mirisaveti and Sri Mahabodhi, which is one of the oldest chronicled trees in the world. Then from 4th century BC, it was capital of Sri Lanka until the beginning of the 11th century AD. And from 11th century to 13th century AD, the capital was shifted to Colombo. And Colombo has a blend of South Indian Hindi culture with Sinhala artistry. The Galvihari in Colombo, which is a rock shrine, is visited by a lot of tourists. And Vatadagi, a circular ruin, as well as Parakrama Samudra, which resembles an ocean. And there are lots of gigantic Buddha statues and granite sculptures, which are also great attractions for tourists. Then next we will see about Sigiriya, which is a magnificent fortress situated at the center of the cultural triangle. It has stunning frescoes and mirror walls. This was used as a rock shelter mountain monastery from 5th century BC. There are 3 gardens at Sigiriya: water gardens, boulder gardens and terrace gardens. And these water gardens at Sigiriya, even if there is a drought for 10-12 years, the water does not get depleted or decreased. Dambulla, which is situated in the Madurai district in the central province of Sri Lanka, has many attractions including Dambulla Cave Temple, Rangiri Dambulla International Cricket Stadium, as well as the largest rose quartz mountain range in South Asia, and Ironwood Forest, which is also known as Namalve. Dambulla area is thought to be inhabited from as early as 7th to 3rd century BC. Then wildlife. For a small island like Sri Lanka, the biodiversity of the country is very impressive. Sri Lanka is home for a wide variety of mammals, birds, butterflies and reptiles. There are elephants, leopards, sloth bears, blue whales, sperm whales, which can be seen in Sri Lanka in many parts of Sri Lanka. Then at the same time, beaches. Sri Lanka is famous for beaches because it's an island surrounded by sea. As a result, it's a perfect destination for a beach holiday. When the seas are rough on one side of the island, there are calm waters on the other side. So it's an year-round beach destination. Therefore, tourists like to come for a beach holiday to Sri Lanka. At the same time, there are sports and adventure also for any tourists because the climatic conditions and geography are varied. And Sri Lanka is an ideal tourism destination for sports tourism. Some of the popular sports include golf, windsurfing, diving, snorkeling, hot air ballooning, rafting and canoeing. At the same time, there are whitewater rafting, scuba diving, fishing, etc. The other attractions include misty mountains to tropical rainforests, wildlife sanctuaries, lush waterfalls. Then we have Singaraja, which is the last remaining rainforest, as well as Pidrutala, the highest mountain, including Punnasgiri, Knuckles and Adams Peak, which are also equally famous and equally important. Then Sri Lanka has a lot of waterfalls. Dialunga is the highest waterfall in Sri Lanka and it's the world's 6th highest. There are also Dumhida, Babarakanda, Aberdeen, Devon, St. Clair's, which add dramatic beauty to the upcountry or to the hill country. Then there are also safari parks at Yala, Vilpattu, Vasgamu, Udavalavi, as well as the famous Kumara Bird Sanctuary and Koskoda Turtle Hatchery, which is popular tourist attraction. Then we have the Horton Plains National Park, Knuckles Forest Reservation, Udavatta, which are very rich in biodiversity. Then the Royal Botanical Gardens in Peradeniya and Hagdala are two major botanical gardens in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is also surrounded by 1,600 kilometers of beautiful tropical beaches on the southern, western, eastern and northern shores. Apart from all these major attractions, Sri Lanka is an attraction for tourists because of the hospitality of Sri Lankans. Sri Lankan hospitality is famous the world over, from north to south and east to west. People in the entire country are famous for their rich hospitality. The rich people as well as poor people like to entertain visitors in their homes. Tourists are well treated and looked after well in every part of Sri Lanka. This is also one secret for Sri Lanka to attract tourists year round. Thank you.